Inspector West. Inspector West, the radio adaptation of the best-selling crime stories of today. Introducing John Creasy's famous detective, Inspector West. Roger West, investigating the death of Wilfred Arlen, goes with his colleague Burnaby to a house in Fulham, where a suspect, Ralph Latimer, has been seen. After searching the house, West climbs on the roof and sees Latimer crouching behind a chimney.
Stay where you are, Latimer. Police here.
He's getting away, Mr. West. He's swinging over onto the next roof.
Tell some of our men to spread out, Burnaby. I'm going after him.
Right. Collins.
Yes, sir.
Foster.
Yes, sir.
Cover the house next door, on the left.
Very good, sir.
Our man's up on the roof, and Mr. West's gone after him.
Very well.
Latimer, give yourself up.
Look out, Mr. West. He's going to shoot.
Burnaby, it's you he's shooting at. Keep down.
It's all right, sir. I think I can cut him off.
Stay there, you young fool. You'll be a sitting shot if you climb onto that next roof.
We've got him, sir. We've got him.
He nearly got you then.
Can you swing across to your left, sir? If you can, we've got him cornered.
I can swing across all right, but now he's out of sight.
I'm coming round to the other side.
Well, be careful.
You stay there, sir, and watch out for him. Here I come.
Give yourself up, Latimer. You're trapped.
You can't get away now, Latimer.
All right, Burnaby, rush him.
Where's he gone? Where's Latimer?
I thought he was between us.
He couldn't have got across to the next house. It's too far to jump.
And he couldn't have dropped to the ground. Our men are down there waiting for him.
Oh, look, sir. There's how he got away. A trapdoor on the roof.
Well, come on, Burnaby. Follow me.
Where are we now, Mr. West? I've lost my bearings altogether.
As far as I can see, Burnaby, we're 2 houses further on. You remember the layout of the street?
There was a cafe on the corner, sir. I remember that.
Yes, and the house we entered was 4 doors away, I think. That means we're now next door to the cafe.
This connecting passageway was made to order for him. I wonder if he knew it was there.
No, I don't think so. It was just one of those strokes of luck that sometimes help criminals to temporarily beat the law. He could be hiding anywhere.
The trouble is, sir, that the area of search has now been widened to the point where our men can't possibly cover all exits.
Well, we've just got to do our best and keep at it. Now, this door must lead into the cafe, I think.
Looks like some kind of storeroom.
Wine casks over there. Probably an Italian cafe.
Be careful, sir. This could be just the place where he'd be hiding.
If you're there, Latimer, you'd better give yourself up. You haven't a chance, you know. Come on, Burnaby. We'll have to look for ourselves.
You take that side, sir, and I'll circle round here.
Right. And be ready to jump on him if he moves. Look out, Burnaby!
I've got him, sir. Police! Murder!
Surrender, Latimer.
Don't have to kill me, please. I give you all I've got.
Come on, up you get.
On your feet, think of my wife and my children. Take my money, take everything, but spare my life.
Burnaby, we've got the wrong man.
Yes, sir. This isn't Latimer.
Who are you? What's your name?
I am Enrico Salvatore. I am a good man. I do no harm to anyone. Please do not kill me.
We're not going to kill you. We're from Scotland Yard.
Scotland Yard? You polizia?
Yes. Here's my card.
Oh, but how you get in my storeroom, please?
We came in through that door. It wasn't locked.
Not locked? But I locked it myself this morning. Look, here is the key.
Well, that might be the key, but you didn't lock the door. If you had, you'd have saved us a lot of trouble.
Some bad man is coming through my storeroom?
Yes, I think so. You're the owner of the cafe, are you?
Si, I am Salvatore. Everyone knows Salvatore. Good food, good wine, good company. All it is in my cafe.
Well, we'd like to come in and have a look round.
Ah, certainly. This way, if you please.
Come on, Burnaby. Then you'd better go out and tell our chaps what's happened.
Yes, sir. Through here, sir.
All right, Salvatore, we're coming.
My cafe? Is it good, eh?
Yes, Salvatore, very cozy. But I'd like to have a look at your patrons. You know them all?
Oh, I think so. Let me see.
Latimer isn't here, Mr. West.
No, Burnaby. Doesn't look like it. You'd better go out and see if our men can tell you anything.
Well, they weren't covering the cafe, sir. I'm afraid we've lost him.
Yes, I'm afraid so, too.
My patrons, I know them all. They come here all the time. They are good people. They do not run away from the police.
No, they all look all right. But tell me, Salvatore, have you ever seen this man before? Take a good look at his photograph.
This man, he's not one of my people.
No, he isn't an Italian. He's an Englishman. I suppose you have English patrons, too, don't you?
Oh, si, many of them. Oh, they know that here in my cafe they get the good food, the good wine.
And good company, yes, I know. But do you recognize this man?
I think so.
What, you've seen him in here before?
One moment, I'll talk to my wife. She will know. She never forgets a face.
Our chaps didn't notice anyone coming up, Mr. West, but as I said, they weren't watching this cafe particularly.
No, he's probably miles away by now.
Did anyone see him in here, sir?
The proprietor's just asking his wife if she noticed him.
Anyway, sir, even if we don't get hold of him, we've accomplished one thing.
Have we? What is it?
Well, we know now that Latimer must be guilty. Otherwise, he wouldn't have run away. And besides, he had a gun.
Yes, and he'll more than likely murder someone else with it.
Well, don't worry, sir. We'll get him. And here's the proprietor coming back.
Well, Salvatore?
She knows him. She knows him.
What, she's seen him in here? When?
Tonight, only a short time ago.
Burnaby, tell Sweeney to get more men. We've got to search the whole neighborhood.
I'll attend to it, sir.
There'll be no trouble, sir?
Not as far as you're concerned, Salvatore. But I'd like you to tell me just what your wife said about this man.
See. It is like this. He comes along and my wife, she asks him about his bill, but he just looks at her like this.
But he glared at her.
She says he looks very bad. She's frightened. She says no more. And then he goes out and she's glad. She breathes again. She's happy.
Would she know him again?
She says she could never forget him. Never.
Perhaps I'd better talk to her.
It would be no good, sir. She does not speak English. But me, I will translate. I speak English very well.
Good. You'd know this man if he came here again, wouldn't you?
Well, even if I do not, Emilia will know him.
All right. Tell her to give him what he wants in the way of food and drink, and not to get excited.
No, she's not to get excited.
But she's to telephone Scotland Yard and tell them to send someone at once. You understand?
Si, I tell.
Fine. Well, I'll see you some other time then, Salvatore.
You will have a glass of wine before you go?
Not just now, thanks.
A bottle of minestrone, the specialty of the house.
So I'm afraid I haven't time, but I'll call in one of these days, I promise. Good night, Salvatore.
Good night, sir. Good night.
We've sent for some more men, Mr. West, but it's getting a bit too dark to conduct a very effective search.
Yes, Burnaby, I was just thinking that myself.
Of course, we could fluke a capture.
Oh, that's something to look forward to.
I'm afraid it's our only chance, sir.
I'm afraid so, too. I hope nothing happens tonight.
You mean another murder?
He's killed 2 people already and could be planning something else. For all we know, the fellow's a maniac.
His record, as far as we've been able to put it together, seems to be pretty normal, sir.
Well, the normal ones are the worst when they do go off the deep end.
Aren't you being rather too pessimistic, sir?
Yes, Burnaby, I suppose I am, but I've got rather a nasty feeling about this case.
It seems rather more than a coincidence that the 2 men he killed were related to each other.
It's more like a family vendetta, I'd say. Oh, by the way, did Georgina Sharp bring that list of Latimer's friends along?
Oh, as a matter of fact, sir, I went and picked it up from her.
Oh, you did? I hope you're not getting too interested in that girl, Burnaby.
You wanted the list, didn't you, sir?
Yes. Was it any good?
Oh, I'm afraid it fizzled out. Several of them were girls he knew, and the rest were just casual acquaintances. We're checking up on all of them, but I doubt if we'll get any useful information.
So we seem to be at a dead end altogether. Oh, well, I think we'll let Sweeney take charge here and drive back to the yard. Tell him we're going, will you, Burnaby?
Yes, sir. I say, Sweeney, Mr. West and I are going now, but you know what to do.
Sure.
Good night, Sweeney.
Good night, Mr. West.
All in order, sir.
Good. You drive, will you, Burnaby? I want to think this out.
Right you are, sir. I was just thinking, sir.
Yes, Burnaby?
Hadn't we better find out what other relatives there are of the Arlen family and warn them that they may be in danger?
Yes, we'll make that our first job for tomorrow.
What are you going to do about Mrs. Arlen, sir?
How do you mean?
Well, didn't you say she must have telephoned Latimer to warn him we were coming?
Yes, I'm pretty sure that's what must have happened, but I can't prove it. And if she were asked, you can be sure she'd deny it.
Just the same, sir. She's worth watching.
Well, we've already got a man on duty at our house, so Latimer isn't very likely to show up there again. As a matter of fact... Look, Burnaby. The driver of the car on the left. It's Latimer. He's seen us. He's accelerating. After him, Burnaby.
Don't worry, sir. He won't get away this time.
He's making for the embankment.
We'll head him off.
Look out, Burnaby. There's a big truck coming his way.
I saw it, sir.
You only missed it by inches.
Oh, about a foot to spare, actually, sir.
Well, you're a cool customer, Burnaby. And you can drive a car pretty well.
I used to be on a squad car at one time, sir. It's good experience. Now we're gaining on him.
Well, just as well. The old bus can't go any faster.
We're doing all right, sir. Now, hold on. This is where we push him off the road.
Get over! Pull up! Pull up, you fool!
We've got him!
The elusive Latimer, having escaped capture in the house at Fulham, now leads West and Burnaby an exciting chase along the Chelsea embankment. Can he avoid arrest this time, or is Roger West again to be frustrated? We'll know more about that when we hear the next exciting chapter of this John Creasy thriller, Inspector West, adapted for radio by John Ormiston Reed, produced in the studios of Hector Crawford Productions by Dorothy Crawford.